Good evening, SpeedGaming, and welcome to the bronze medal match of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Challenge Cup 2022 between last year's defending champion RaikouRider, who was sent to this round by a very good despite a very good effort against Gepezu and Sharchid, who made it up to Craig SMB3 before being defeated. Good evening, everybody. I'm Leslie Pro. Tonight I am joined by Frantic, and Frantic, we really have a case of coming full circle tonight, as Sharchid first did commentary with RaikouRider in last year's semifinals as we getting underway, and has tutored under him. So yeah, full circle for sure. And we start with a hand level. Oh no, Sharchid got caught.
Ooh, that's very unfortunate, but luckily it's a hand stage, so it shouldn't set her too far behind. But yeah, this should be an excellent race. Pretty much, the apprentice kind of looking to defeat the master now. Ooh, and we have Hammer from the hand stages tonight.
And now we have 6-2. Now, this is an auto-scroller in the vanilla game, but most auto-scrollers are disabled except for 3 scenarios. Those scenarios are 5-9. We need the auto-scrolling to be able to complete the level. Atlantis, a boss stage, and the other situation, the Coin Heavens. And our first 4 is 4F1.
And we should probably mention the flag sets for this one. All the stage tiles have question marks, so you can't use the 10 tile to indicate how many forts there are. Hammers will not break locks, and no end cards in this seed.
Raikou's had some trouble with the low path. Sharchid using peace speed strats to blaze through the top path. Did get hit, but is through Boom Boom, and our 2 runners are very close to each other through the first 4 as Raikou goes for a pipe check, and it just swings around to the other side, so no double hammer this time.
It looks like Sharchid's following close behind. And she will enter 5-8 right along behind RaikouRider.
And take a fall. Looks like she was trying to get P-Speed strats here, which Nintendo Power Magazine said, oh no! She overshot the jump! That you couldn't P-Speed this level or get through without getting hit. Speedrunners will prove both of those statements wrong.
And it's looking like 3rd time's the charm for Sharchid, and she's through. Meanwhile, RaikouRider's just finished up his level.
He was 5-4, so he's about a full stage ahead at this point. But he's got to play a hammer, bro. That's another hammer. Oh no, the platform despawned on Sharchid. That is a thing that can happen in 5-4 if the Angry Sun is present. And the World 4 forts linked up again, with the other fort being 4F2 Donut Fort. Oh, but Raikou came up a little bit short on the jump momentum and takes a lava bath, losing the fire suit in the process. See, with enemy shuffle on, 4F2 can be a little problematic as you need a bit of momentum to make that jump instead of bouncing off the dry bones like you do in vanilla. So that can make certain enemies like a hot foot very undesirable. Platform despawned again. Oh, but she made it that time. If she didn't make it, I think I would have been calling out for the creator of the rando, Fred Coughlin, aka Fred. Sharchid does take the 5-star frog splash, understandably so. Oh, she had 1 life. Oh no, RaikouRider having to enter 7-6 small. And he's gonna have to play it because he does not have any power-ups in reserve. I mean, he could get a Toad House, but at that point, it would take pretty much the exact same amount of time, so he's better off doing this, just going up.
Yeah, World 1 seems to be doing a little bit of a number on our competitors.
Now it's the 3rd place match, which is on par with, well, on par with a championship, if you ask me. So the seed is making things interesting, and now Sharchid's gonna have to do the exact same thing. And I think she's gonna go to a Toad House to get an item with that intentional. She has to go a ways back.
Yeah, I'm...
The frog suit. Now, it is possible to do this clip with a frog suit. I have seen it done before. And this is a level that isn't needed, but I think Sharchid wanted to lose the frog suit. It's 2-2, which is a short level. I can't say I would have done this unless it was something really nasty like a 7F2 or a 7-8 in front of me. But Wendy is just 2-hitter, side salad, junior bacon cheeseburger, whatever you want to call it. Raikou already out. What's our next world, chat?
I'm gonna go with 6.
I see a couple of 6s in chat as Sharchid does get the clip 3rd try, but is staring at a deficit of about an airship and a cutscene. And it winds up being World 4, the next world in order. And that opening island is interesting. Even though it's vanilla, we know where the pipes go, and could help speed things up in terms of King Force. Uh-oh. Raikou got stun locked the first time, but was able to get away before getting the hammer brought down on him. And to answer a question in chat, yes, this is a best of 3. Raikou choosing 5F1. Will this build the bridge? Or will it do something else in this world? Oh, nice dodge of the Roto Disc and the Thwomp. That would have been a rock and a hard place right there.
And unfortunately, that fort didn't build the bridge, so we may be looking at a long World 4 here.
Using the pipes could help shorten things, but since we don't know what that far screen holds, that's a mystery to us. And I think, yep, that's what Raikou is going to investigate. Okay, so one stage, 610, will we see a wall jump? Not up from RaikouRider. When you're small Mario, there's a setup you can do to get a wall jump that saves you from having to go through the level. And Raikou instead opting to pull out a P-Wing. This is just a guaranteed up and over fly. Oh, hi, Boss Bass. Bye, Boss Bass.
Yeah, I don't mind that play from Raikou. It's pretty early. He has time to take that death and do a little bit easier of a strat to get through there.
And it looks like it's 6F3 Carpet Fort that's going to build the bridge. Oh, but Sharchid gets taken down by a boomerang, also known as a long gym sock. Sharchid tried for the wall jump once, didn't get it. Going for it a third time. Oh, she had it, but missed the jump. See what she does here. She's going to play it out, save that P-Wing. Or did she not get a P-Wing?
I didn't quite see, but this level isn't too terrible. Doesn't take too long to get through. It's not like it's a 6-6 or a 5-9 or something.
Now, 6-6 is a level that... Wait, what is that Cheep Cheep doing? It's like it's hugging the terrain. Y'all saw that, right? More fireworks for Sharchid. Go ahead.
Oh, they're just saying the same thing.
World 7 airship for Raikou. Tried for the P-Speed strat, didn't get it, so he's going to go for the power block, gets another star, probably not what he was looking for, probably looking for either a leaf or a fire flower. Oh, it looks to be your typical 3-hit Iggy Koopa. No wackiness with the hitboxes this time, but what is wacky? The hot foot that walks when you're staring at it. Next world, chat. I'm gonna say 2. It winds up being 7. Shoutouts to the pipe that loops around to itself. An airship for Sharchid, an Air Force for Raikou. Literally at the same tile as 7F1. Boom boom down for Raikou, one grab for Sharchid. She'll soon be in World 7.
Ooh, we got ourselves 7-5. And an angry sun to accompany it.
Now, Angry Sun in 7.5 is by far from the worst thing that this randomizer can throw at you. I mean, especially for this level. There's too many enemies on the screen for the white block to be utilized, which is extremely annoying.
And those pesky Paragoombas are causing Raikou a little bit of trouble. He's got to be careful here. This is quite a long level to end up dying on.
Absolutely. This is a level where having a tail really helps in a couple of different spots. But yeah, the Paragoombas are very threatening, as Dust Minion points out in chat, and the reason they are is because they can fly up through the floor and down through the floor.
Oh,
well, there's the danger right there, building the bridge with the Angry Sun going, and RaikouRider got burned, and towards the end of the level,
I think the Angry Sun overheard Dust Minion and decided to say, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, Raikou got roasted, goes for the Piranha stage, gets another hammer, and now Sharchid temporarily takes the lead into same 7-5. Raikou could take it right back, as having a tail immensely helpful in this level in particular.
Yeah, there are a lot of sections you can skip in this with the tail. Oh, and Sharchid gets the clip.
Ooh, that was cool. And that was the right time to build the bridge after the Angry Sun had swooped. Now Raikou did lose his Tanuki suit, so that does put things in somewhat even footing. We'll know for sure depending on who clears the level first. Sharchid is out of there. Ooh, Raikou, gotta be careful now. The best way to describe the Angry Sun's hitbox, it is akin to the hitbox of a Doma in Zelda 1. Now, two different games, but the similarity here is that the hitbox is skewed to the left.
It looks like Sharchid's found the Promised Land and will be entering the Pyramid.
Sharchid showing great movement through the pyramid level.
Very clean pyramid. Ooh, she gets taken down by the Chungus bro. But she makes it through the level.
To answer a question in chat, with this flag set, it's not just the levels that are randomized, their locations, as well as the locations of the pipes and the forts and where they go, but there is a logic to ensure that the seed is beatable, especially with the pipe transitions in Worlds 5, 7, and 8. Well, World 4 as well, but and 3, but those are a bit lesser of an extent, as Sharchid's setting up for World 4 airship P-speed strats. Normally, it's hello from the World 4 airship, but not when you have auto-scrolling turned off. Powered up for fire for Morton. Oh, Morton's got the jump shoes on, but just one hit, so basically wrote a commercial jingle that will never catch on. And Raikou now entering the World 4 airship, skipping the second Piranha stage. Yeah, you can't take the Koopalings out of their worlds they're anchored to. It just doesn't work like that. Look, boss! The plane! The plane!
I'll go with World 1 this time.
Yeah, like that. It's also a Bowser letter, and he's demanding a shrubbery. 2 forts. We have one that's in our way, one we may have to play. Sharchid goes to the right and finds super tanks. Will this open the way?
Either way, I like the play. See a fort, play a fort.
Yeah, so do I. unless you have an option, it's something nasty like 7F2, then you just hope you don't have to play it.
It looks like Raiko will be taking the same safer routing decision.
Not correct, and we get an iceberg in the form of 6F2.
Unfortunately, no tail for Sharchid, but the invisibility star helps.
Oh, absolutely, and with the tail, Raiko is going to have a chance to save some time on Sharchid by going for 6F2 fly. Sharchid's out. Here we go for Raiko. Movement's good. And he's in there. Now, the movement for 6F2 fly is very tight. You need very precise movement in that first spot. Any sort of loss of momentum after the first section, you do not want to try for the second section as well, because you will not make it. Guaranteed.
Sharchid's making her way through 5-2 right now. And Raiko's joining her.
Yeah, great job taking the upper part by Sharchid. Now Raiko also taking the upper path. That lower part is nasty. Plus, it's a very long drop. Next is 7-2, and it's a fire enemy set.
That's not what you want to see in this level.
Oh no, and something else you don't want to see Paragoombas. And the reason you don't want to see fire enemies in general is because unlike most enemies in this game, fire enemies will respawn. Oh, looks like Sharchid lost her fire suit due to a Paragoomba. Probably one of the nastier enemies in this randomizer, because you just never know when one's gonna fly up and tick you off if you try to go the high route.
But Sharchid's made it through that particularly nasty enemy set.
Raiko seemed to have had a quicker 7-2 and is gaining a small amount of ground. Oh look, free ending to the world.
Now we get to see how salty Morton actually is today.
Wow, I don't know how Sharchid didn't get hit by that bullet bill, but she did get hit by that cannonball, losing the fire suit. Morton thick.
Semi-salty. And I'll just keep going with World 1 until I either get it or it's World 7.
We already had we already had Pipe Maze, but now I see what you mean. I'm gonna stay World 6 here. Yeah, there you go. The lower option is 2-3. Giant enemy set, so we will not see Boss Bass here. Well, we've got Divergence, and it is the 3-9 beta, and Sharchid got caught underneath a Paratroopa. Not a Paragoomba, that's a different enemy.
Sharchid having a little bit of trouble here.
It looks like our runners did get a cloud at some point. I'm guessing it's from the Bowser letter at the end of World 7.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well. I never saw a cloud pop up.
Okay, hitboxes with pile driver Goombas are very weird, as that one clearly landed on Sharchid, but instead broke.
Oh, invalid seed. Reroll.
It's 3F2, the submerged fort. Now, one thing that I have learned from in the past few months of playing this rando is that this stage is actually a little bit faster small than if you're large without either the fire suit or the hammer suit. It's a nuance, but it's a thing. The runners are neck and neck. Raiko already done with Boom Boom. Sharchid only a couple of seconds behind. And the next stage on the required path is 3-2. Who wants to bounce on some cheap cheaps? Although I think Raiko's going to be doing the vanilla strat now that a star chain has shown up. Oh, looks like Sharchid's going to jump on the blocks instead. That is a dangerous spot to be.
Yep, just play it safe, take the platform. And once again, Sharchid has a very slight lead.
And not everybody likes this level, but personally, my only non-issue with 3-2 is if I have a tail. Otherwise, I cannot hit the strat consistently. And now we get 1-3, and RaikouRider gets caught by the hammer bro as it chose to go high.
And there's that Paragoomba we're always talking about. Out of nowhere. And Sharchid's gonna go for the item.
Yep, going backstage for the item. Just watch out, those Paragoombas can hit you like an RKO out of nowhere, just like it did to RaikouRider. And it's a cloud, which is going to give Sharchid an advantage because Raikou bails out.
I don't blame Raikou for bailing out, but it's a very unfortunate item to miss out on.
All of a sudden, we're even up as Sharchid takes a death. The second death to the boomerang bro. Raikou throws on a fire suit to take a slight lead here. And it's a music box. Oh, Sharchid could be on tilt here, or starting to show signs of it.
Yeah, and she has no items in her inventory, but she gets a 2-for-1 and finally makes it through.
There was a video that Macobra posted a number of months ago that explains how that works. As Raikou is out of the World 1 airship. I mean, it really was the World 1 airship. So now it's World 6 or 5.
I'll go 6. I want to see if hammers are useful or not.
Yeah, same here. I'd love to see if they're useful. And it's 5, and we're gonna have one paradox pipe coming up. Well, this is an interesting mess. You've got 2 forts here. One's gonna break the lock up here, and the one behind the lock is gonna build the bridge. That could be a World 1 fort behind that lock. Like 4-6 is a level? Yeah, that's what they got like about 4-6. Hate the enemy set, enter the door, change it up. That's exactly what Raikou did. The fire enemy set in 4-6 can get pretty nasty.
Ooh, unfortunately Sharchid falls down to one of the pile driver Goombas.
And game? That is a hitbox. So now we have seen in this game alone the pile driver Goomba hitbox both benefiting Sharchid and hurting Sharchid. What are the chances? She's just gonna play it straight up and is gonna get a couple of stars to work with. This'll help. While Raikou is in the World 8 Court Dark Door Maze.
Looks like we're not going to see a one cycle out of Raikou, and he's going to take his star and try to get us an upside down orb.
Oh, he's gonna get it all right. If you're small, you can run right through, and you get it. Or since it's upside down, I'll say it like this for y'all. Whoa. And no, I am not channeling my inner Riddle either. For the wrestling fans out there, as Raikou has found 6-4. Ooh, this enemy set, though, is disgusting.
Sharchid not far behind.
Good. She ain't that far behind, but she's not going to be able to take advantage of the star in terms of getting the upside down orb. But what it will allow her to do is just pass through the spikes without taking damage. And I knew it! Rolled on fort in the sky. Fortunately for Raikou, no ability to fly, so whether that be an item or not is going to remain an unsolved mystery for this seed. Oh, that lag. You can count the frames, well, you can count the flames too.
It'll be interesting to see if that second power-up block in one fort's a leaf, and if Sharchid goes up to get that item. If it's another cloud, that'll be very beneficial for her.
Something tells me we're gonna find out. If not, well, there's taking Boom Boom down, which is only a few seconds slower, but it is faster to get the item, which is why all the speedrun Oh, it is! But is Roy our boy? 1. A hitboxing. That's a P-Wing. 3 hits. So kind of our boy. 4 hits, so yeah. Roy, somewhat our boy, but not quite. And Sharchid's gonna go for P-Speed strats here. Which is much faster than going the bottom route. Four hitter. Unfortunately, Sharchid not in a position to where she could have built up P-Speed to fly up for the wand, which you can do without having the beneficiary of a P-Wing, but your movement's got to be really good. You know what else is nice? Swimming up the beta level waterfall.
So right now, Sharchid's about 30 seconds behind, but she does have that extra cloud in her back pocket. See how that comes into play in the final world before we get to Bowser's world.
Using it right now as Raikou is going into the first fort. It is 7F1, and Sharchid's going to take the lead here by virtue of just having a tail entering the level, because you have to fly. Sharchid out first, and that builds the bridge to the other fort. This is decision time for our runners. Do you play the fort thinking it's going to do something up ahead that you need, or do you just go for the pipe by virtue of using a hammer, maybe? Well, we'll see in a moment, but right now Raikou actually has to play a Fire Bro set. Ooh, these are gross. And a P-Wing.
I think Sharchid will hammer here, and we'll see where it goes.
Actually gonna check the pipe first because of the hammer broke.
Oh.
It looped! Well, that takes that play out, and unfortunately that also makes a hammer, or at least one of the hammers, useless. So now, knowing we have to play the long way, Sharchid's gonna start us off with 6-8. And she took the H and turned it into a frowning emoticon. GG.
It looks like hammers are basically useless completely in this seed since they don't break locks. Might be able to skip one level with the other rock.
Sharchid's making a move. Wow, this was a 3-fort world, and it looks like she's gonna check what's beyond. Okay, that fort's not required, which is nice to see. But she's gonna have to play 8-2, and there's a boss bass lurking below, so no sands of safety. I got muddled, because that strat's been called two different things. Oh, Sharchid missed. I go in one of the levels Sharchid missed, and it's 1-5.
Oh no, Sharchid missed again.
You hate to see it, folks.
And yep, it's P-Wing time.
Raikou does go for an extra item from a Sledge Bro, gets a star.
Yeah, Raikou's definitely caught up here. It's gonna all come down to the Great Equalizer, World 8.
Raikou thought about the sands of safety, which is still doable with the fire suit. You just have to be very quick about taking... Oh. What's with our runners having problems with the note blocks tonight?
I think someone
Did somebody
may have
grease
buttered
them? No, Raikou's just gonna skip it, go right for the airship, and it is a ramp.
Alright everyone, get your guesses in chat for how many bridges we're gonna see to Bowser's Castle.
I'm gonna go with 2.
As always, I'm gonna go with the unicorn, the 4.
Yes, the rarity that's ranked up there with Vanilla World Order and Reverse World Order. Now, we had a seed a couple weeks ago that almost made Reverse World Order, but the 6th world wound up being World 1 instead of World 2. And speaking of 2 locks up front. Well, no bridges, because there's 2 locks on the hand bridge as well. So this Dark World is basically not hiding its intentions.
However, it's a very messy World 8.
Leading off
Maybe
World
on
8.
Sharchid's side.
That is right, the Navy, where you can sail the 7 seas and hopefully water that looks a lot better than that.
And the good thing for these runners in World 8 is with the question mark tiles, they won't have to worry about getting pulled in by any hands.
See what Sharchid's doing here, going for pipe checks, knowing full well it's a no bridge. Packs, no bridge. Bowser, ooh, we gotta play the Navy tile too.
Yep, that was definitely the fake fort. Earlier it was facing right, and now it was facing left.
And I believe that to be the tell for that. And why is Raikou going back? Did he get turned around or something? Sharchid enters the Navy tile and it's Spike Fort. This is a very convoluted Dark World.
Raikou's joining Sharchid right now in 2 fort.
Probably going to break a lock on the first screen, I would think, based off of how this rando's logic works. Because between the locks and the pipes and the potential for bridges, you have to have a path to the end of the game. And this, the Navy pipe, I think is the one. And
Yep.
it is. Sharchid's on the way, but no items, so it's all up to her to pull this off.
I haven't seen Raikou's inventory in a while, but I don't know if he has a flower or a hammer seed either.
I don't think he has a flower. I could be wrong. Pipe check winds up being a leaf. She's just going to take it into the gauntlet. Now, the most recent update to the rando did change one part of the gauntlet. The bottom path will always have 5 fireballs, the upper path 4. And she's through, clean. Now, here's Bowser. Interesting thing to note about Bowser is that his hitbox is basically like his ego. It's all in his head. Oz is charging for Gauntlet. I like this play, but he's going to be out of time for game 1 as Sharchid dispatches Bowser. Get your GGs in chat for Sharchid, who's going to take a 1-0 lead in this best of 3 as Raikou gets sniped by the troll laser.
Yep, GG's to Sharchid.
It's an official time of 43 minutes, 34 seconds. Shoutouts to Team Palindrome. And it looks like Raikou is opting to not go for the usual strats of just hiding Bowser's hitbox where it doesn't exist. Ooh, that was a nasty fireball. Oh, Raiko's through. Get your GGs in chat for RaikouRider. Raikou wraps it up with an official time of 44 minutes 18 seconds within a minute of each other. This is a very close back and forth race. And stay tuned, folks, because in a few minutes we will be back for Game 2 of this best of 3. Will Sharchid take it 2-0 or will RaikouRider force a third game? Stay tuned, folks.
Alright everyone, welcome back to this bronze medal match of the Super Mario Bros. Randomizer Tournament. I'm Frantic32, joined again by Leslie Pro. And Sharchid has a lead of 1-0 in this match today. Leslie, how'd you feel about that last seed?
Very close, very competitive, could have gone either way. Now, in the race time room after the last seed, both runners felt like they didn't play their best. So, will they be able to shake off the nerves for game 2? We shall see as we start with World 1, 2 forts up front, and a 3F1 to lead off.
Let's see if we can get Vanilla World Order in this seed.
Sharchid went for door 3, which is a 1-frame input to go right back into the third door, which puts you right at boom boom. It's frame perfect, but if you get it, you save a few seconds. But at the same time, if you miss it, you lose a lot more and Mario gets soaked. That was not the right fort. Oh, and for the second seed in a row, Raikou enters 7-6 small, but this time I think he's taking the 100-coin fine for the other level, which is 7-3.
Sharchid has taken a bit of a lead due to her little route divergence.
Sharchid through cleanly. RaikouRider lost P-speed and had a bit of trouble, but is through just fine and into the second fort, and it is the iceberg again, 6F2. No tail for either runner, but a star will help out just nicely.
Sharchid's gonna save a little bit of time, able to do the fire kill. Well, there she goes.
Needed a bit more room to pull and time to pull that off. Now the angry sun glaring down on 1-2. But Raikou takes the death. Boomerang Bros on ice, always scary, and Sharchid's iframes ran out.
We'll have another look at 3-2. See if we get any cheap hitboxes.
Sorry, Dust Minion, if you want to blame someone for that, blame me, I rolled this one. Two nice cheap bounces for Sharchid, and she's out of the level.
Alright, let's see what kind of luck she has with the Boomerang Bros this time. And I disagree with that hitbox.
You and me both. That hitbox looked like baloney.
Okay, Sharchid makes it through. And maintains her lead going into the airship.
Raikou with a much better time of it against the Boomerang Bros by getting a Starman out of the item box, which, speaking of Sharchid, comes up with.
And World 5 airship is just about complete. And just a two-hitter.
I'm gonna say 2 for the next world.
I'm gonna go 3, odd even.
I've had a few of those.
Oh, the so rare World 9. Actually, we got World 3.
And pipes up front. And we know these pipes aren't it. Sharchid taking a detour to play a hammer, bro.
Ooh, and it's a
cloud that
cloud.
Raikou did not pick up. Instead, Raikou proceeded for a level, and it's 4-4.
Looks like Sharchid's gonna find the Navy.
I think Raikou's going after map information instead. I didn't see a 10 tile in this particular flag set, which is no end cards, hammers not breaking locks, excuse me. And we get us some statue swag. Oh, it looks like Sharchid might have made the correct call, as there was a lock in the way of the back half of the world.
Actually, I believe Raikou picked the flags for this one, and I believe he did pick that hammers will break locks. Naturally, there will be no hammers in this seed. At the World 1 airship on Sharchid's side.
And he's 2 hits, 3 hits, 4-hitter. Sharchid escapes.
And it looks like Wendy had the Baconator, but she skipped the extra large Frosty this time.
You skipped whatever was ordered in that one cutscene in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And no, chat, I'm sitting on that one until we actually get a 5-hit Earthquake Wendy. So get your commands out in chat for RaikouRider.
No.
Oh, Sharchid gets hit by the hammer. And just like taking the last fireball from a manhandler, the tie doesn't go to the runner.
And it looks like we have our first beta stage of the seed. Sharchid gets a more favorable pattern with the bros this time, and she'll get a mushroom for her trouble. Her bros down, and a hammer. goodness. Looks like we have 6-6, and Raikou does not have a cloud where Sharchid can go ahead and skip this if she chooses to. And looking like she's gonna go ahead and play it just in case maybe Atlantis pops up.
459. But either way, this level is just nasty. Antiques in chat brings up a good point. She would have to backtrack to after the fort. And that star's bouncing around underwater like a Plinko chip. Good use of it too to clear out a large part of what can be an ugly enemy set.
Raikou finds himself on a coin ship.
Oh, that hurts. Smart play by Sharchid to avoid getting dropped by the Koopa again, but then gets hit by the tail of the fire chomp. And the fort for this world is Air Force.
Yeah, that fire chomp is not playing nice today.
Sharchid's going for an item. At this point, I'd consider using a P-Wing.
Even the mushroom would help at least take one hit. Raico's done with his fort, and he's gonna make his way back to take on the castle. Hitter heavy. Iggy.
Yeah,
no,
Iggy
Sharchid.
2-hitter, and Sharchid just timed that jump completely wrong. Oh no, 7-5, and you gotta play it because the fort is gonna build the bridge.
Thankfully there's no Boss Bass or Angry Sun this time, but I do see the Paragoombas hanging around. Sharchid now on the World 2 airship, heading towards Iggy. And well, that Patooey might cause some problems.
That was a 3-hitter, Quake Iggy, and Sharchid's out of the world. like Raikou's gonna go for clip strats here, which is not something you would see in an Angry Sun or Boss Bass scenario typically, because if you don't get the clip, you're gonna get hit. Or gulped. Here comes Sharchid into 7-5, and with a tail as well.
It looks like after about 7-8 tries, Raikou's just going to take the scenic route. That does give Sharchid a little bit of time back.
I was gonna say the tail will give even more time back, but Sharchid lost it before I could even complete my thought. Or actually, no, I couldn't even get the thought out there.
Oh, but she gets it right back.
And now we have 3-1, the introduction to sea creatures. Oh, Sharchid had it, but then the mean old plant decided to take it away. In fact, honestly, there was no rhyme or reason for that plant to even be there, Fred.
You have to have some sort of troll. Speaking of troll, 7F2.
Piranha Fort. A number of folks that I have talked to in both the Mario 3 Rando community and those who play this Rando casually hate this level with a passion. Because if you're trying to go fast, a misjump probably results in a lava bath.
Yeah, as frustrating as this fort is, it's still cool to see when someone does the hammer strats in this level.
Like, what? Like, honestly, like, just to throw an example out there, to see somebody like Mitch drop the hammer strat on this level, it just feels so good and it looks so cool.
Alright, Sharchid is just a 7F2 behind. And we got 5-8 on Raikou's side. Nice play for the Tunnel of Love by Sharchid.
She went for the P-Speed strat, but thankfully... Oh, man, she almost slipped off that and fell in the lava.
Oh, no,
And then she misses
did.
the 8-4 jump. This level can be so mean. And that just proves right there that one mistake in 7F2 can easily be fatal.
Of this, I would almost P-Wing just to get through it.
Yeah, that's usually my strategy, is if I start to run into trouble in 7F2, I have a P-Wing, I use it.
And yep, here she goes. Meanwhile, Raikou's finishing up 5F2, Ragu Fort.
Also known as Sky Fort. Oh no,
Oh,
you hate to see it.
absolutely.
Come on, Sharchid, get through this. Whole community's pulling for you. Need some hype in chat for Sharchid.
We have ourselves a Paradox Pipe. And the bros in this world seem to have nothing but stars. And we have ourselves a French Vanilla 5-4. Sharchid was able to make it through 7F2.
I'm curious, does Sharchid take the intentional game over here, or does she go for the 5-star frog splash? Because she has 2 star cards, so I'd say go for it.
Yeah, that's probably the best play.
And she's in there. Cap pointing out that there's 3 forts in this world, including a French Vanilla 5F2 as Roy. 4 hits again. He's consistent.
Alright guys, what's up next? I'm gonna go with World 7.
I'm gonna follow with you there. And also say 7. Make things a little interesting.
And it's 2. Oh, we got
World
1 fort. And a tail.
Now, while this fort can't be logically required to beat the world, the lock it breaks can be in a very annoying spot.
We have the 1/6 beta for Raiko. If you guessed it, fire enemy set.
Yeah, it seems like there's always a fire enemy set in this, the 9th and most recent of our beta levels in this rando. Now, the only thing for the rando's creator, Fred Kaufman, had to do to make the level playable was he had to add collision to the goal area to make it beatable, and RaikouRider takes a P-Wing into 5-5. Homer Simpson's favorite level because... donuts. Clean 5-5 for Raikou, as well as a clean airship for Sharchid. I feel you on that one. I feel Sharchid's frustration on that one because that world was not fun or pleasant. Anyone who has played this rando, who has been there, knows the kind of tilt that can happen when you hit a death spiral like that.
Yeah, Sharchid's resilient and she'll push through. Especially since she still has that extra cloud over Raikou. Could be very helpful for her.
He's gonna play World 1 Fort and gonna get the same item that Raikou got, which is a Fire Flower, so... it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Oh, the iframes ran out. Yeah, unfortunately for our runners, clearing World 1 Fort would have been faster, because then a hammer, plus the way that setup is, would have skipped 2 levels. Ah, well, hindsight is 2020 after all.
Got Raikou in 4-1 with an angry sun. It's not going to have much time to do any damage.
Sharchid's taking more fireworks while Raikou doing a turn back to avoid that. Oh, down goes Raikou while Sharchid decides to play a game of cleanup on Boss Bass.
Sharchid is through 6-5, and Raikou is going to get himself another item. It's going to take a... There we go. Sometimes those Hammer Brothers like to hide in the rock, or they just like to jump directly off screen.
Yeah, when they're hiding in the rock in that particular terrain setup, they can still be hit, but you would have to have a tail in order to smack them while they're hiding in the rock. I have no idea how that works. It just does. So Raikou's through the 3-level gauntlet, now into the World 3 airship, and Sharchid picked off by a Paragoomba. And Morton is on a sodium-free diet while RaikouRider appears to be in the right spot for an off-screen wand grab into a vertical screen wrap, which when done correctly saves about 4 seconds, and Sharchid, that looked to be an eaten jump input. You hate to see it.
Oh, and...
Same! That is a bad hitbox, and you know it. Raikou now enters 7-4. To borrow a phrase from Bob Barker when he was hosting The Price is Right, and when it comes to those hitboxes, I have a feeling that this is not legitimate. About the most PG way I can put that is Sharchid's now on to 1-4. Also, shoutouts to World 6 having pipes that are completely worthless. And we get 4F2 Donut Fort. No problem there for Raikou. The Sharchid's now in the final level of this gauntlet, which is 3-6. That did something up ahead, we don't know what. As Raikou enters in 1-6, regular 1-6, not the beta version.
Yeah, it looks like we're in for a pretty long World 6 here. With all 4
Yeah,
pipes at the beginning.
Yeah, when the pipes are worthless like this, there's not much you can do. As Raiko enters the stage, and it is 2-1. Mortar Motorway and a boss bass is making its presence known. No problem at all for Raiko.
Sharchid now finding out about Morton's new sodium-free diet. And she'll be on to World 6 as well. Meanwhile, for RaikouRider, he's heading into 4-3. Now, 4-3 is another fun one to watch vanilla, but in Rando, you generally have a spiny enemy set for the most part, it seems, and that kind of keeps you from being able to gain that P speed. And Raiko gets a mushroom fanfare. Unintentional, but
Sharchid almost ran into that stray hammer. Gets a hammer for her trouble.
ooh.
Just couldn't jump over the 2 boos. That is a nasty setup. And now RaikouRider finds himself in 3-7 jackpot. Named for the coin heaven that gives you a cloud. But he's gonna skip it.
Yeah, a little fact, I had no idea that that item was even there until I started getting into watching randomizers.
Mario 3 is a game from my childhood, so that was one that I learned about just by messing around with the game as a kid.
Yeah, same for me, but that's just one that I somehow bypassed. Unfortunately, in 1-6, Sharchid's gonna have to take the long ride. Oh, but looks like she had another Eaton input.
Lemmy, on the other hand, being on the tougher side this time, 4-hitter. Sharchid gets through this time, even gets around the fire chomp in the shadows, which honestly, that's just a rude enemy placement. There's a hammer suit in Sharchid's inventory. I wonder if that's in Raiko's inventory as well.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
And Sharchid takes yet another hitboxing. Well, the hitboxes of this game are not doing Sharchid any favors right now as RaikouRider enters Super Tanks in the pipe maze. Oh,
Sharchid
tough
finds
break.
a fire snake.
And the room with a view, or as I like to call it, the troll pipe, shows that we have to beat the other fort, and Raikou is not heading to it. Strange. Now Sharchid takes her turn at 3-7. Is gonna go for a P-speed strat to get through the stage. Now that looks cool. Oh, I see. Break the locks in this seed. I didn't think that was the case with this flag set, but I was wrong. I'll admit it. It's a heavy Ludwig. Oh, Raikou got stun locked.
And he is
And he couldn't get out of
it. Looks like Ludwig is going to be making music a little bit longer. And it looked like it might be a lengthy composition.
No, it's looked to be a straight-up heavy metal concert with the fact he was heavy. Meanwhile, Sharchid's clean out of Iceland, about to head to the pipe maze. Yep, that looks to be
one of those lengthy prog rock track.
That's a full heavy metal studio album plus a concert from Ludwig von Koopa. How many bridges, chat?
I'm sticking with 4.
I'm gonna stick with 2. Last seed gave us none. And apparently Bowser likes doing his own version of a famous Sir Mix-a-Lot hit. Which I'm not going to perform any sort of parody of here because I want SpeedGaming to be able to stay on the air. Also, interesting note in this seed, the World 4 forts did not link up. They weren't in the same world.
And I want to say we haven't seen 7F1 yet, so I don't believe those two linked up either.
Unless it was that unplayed fort.
Oh no.
Oh no, Sharchid! He's pointing out in chat 2 hammer suits, which is way better than 1.
Yeah, it might have come from the Bowser letter.
No music box, so Sharchid's gonna have to play this. Her best bet would be to get a cloud out of this.
I don't think I saw her use her cloud she got in World 1 yet, either.
Raikou's already there. The fake tank is the gatekeeper. The hammer that Raikou gets from here is not going to matter. Also, the correct answer was one bridge. And Sharchid missed it, and the wand fell down to the floor. The timing on that is not easy to get down. Even I miss it from time. Any run who plays this game will have nights where they'll hit an off-screen wand grab perfectly, like 4 or 5 times in a row, and then have other nights where they get it like once or maybe once, if at all, out of like 3 or 4 attempts.
And Bowser's there, and Bowser's gone. Gigi's out in chat for RaikouRider.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Chad. That last fireball was a dirty play and attempt at a cheap shot that did not come to pass. And with that, we are going to a game 3 as RaikouRider takes it with an official time of 41 minutes, 1 second.
So yeah, folks, get your popcorn ready, a drink, because we got a game 3 coming up, and it should be a real good one. Sharchid gets pulled in by the hand, and looks like she's just gonna go ahead and play 2-4. Alright, Sharchid is through. And she's just one hand stage away from Bowser's Castle. Oh, Sharchid gets that first clip. Very nice. Second try, she gets the people's clip.
She's not giving up on this clip. I don't blame her, because this clip has decided races, not only in the Challenge Cup, but in the main tournament bracket, as well as group stages as well.
Oh,
but
no.
she loses the hammer suit by a very mean troll fireball.
Yep, Chaos Wanderer, there is a game 3.
That emote's the only way I can describe. That fireball is rude. Like, it's I don't know how that looked to chat, but to me, it looked kind of like that fireball almost blended in with the brick. That's kind of dirty. That's just me.
Yeah. I have some
But with
choice
that,
words.
Bowser crashes through the floor. Get your GGs in chat for Sharchid.
GG Sharchid and Raikou.
And with an official race time of 44 minutes and 55 seconds. Stay tuned, chat. Don't go anywhere. In fact, if you're going to go anywhere, go get a snack, go get a drink, go use the restroom. Because when we come back, we decide the bronze medal winner of this year's Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Challenge Cup. Stay tuned, folks.
Alright, folks, welcome back to Game 3 of the Super Mario Bros. Randomizer Tournament Bronze Match. If you guys are ready for a close match, I'm Frantic32, and I'm back with Leslie Pro. What do you want to see, Leslie, for this one? I'm hoping for some nice trolls.
Nice trolls, nothing too mean, I agree. And also, to mention this flag set, it is the tiebreaker flag set, which, for tiebreakers in this tournament, we are playing what I like to call mystery brackets. This means hammers, rocks only, no end cards, and all the stages that aren't forts are question mark panels. RaikouRider mentioned this is his first Game 3 all tournament, and it starts in World 3 with a pipe up front. Raikou goes for the pipe shark. Oh gosh. It's a 7-5 start with an angry sun. Sharchid wants no part of it. I don't blame her.
Yeah, she noped right out of there. Alright, and they both collect stars right at the same time.
6-10 on Raikou's side. Sharchid the pipe. Into the fort. Oh, that's a Patooey. An enemy you really don't want to see.
And we have Carpet Fort, 6F3 on Sharchid's side. We get her P-Speed going here with that invincibility star.
Now Raikou into 6F3 as Sharchid wraps up the stage. Let's see what happens here. And 6F3 is a whammy.
It looks like Sharchid's gonna hit the 1-5 beta heading to the next fort. And Raikou's gonna find out the unfortunate news momentarily that that fort is not required.
Nice cleanup with the Koopa shell. So your opening option this seed was 7-5 or 1-5 beta. A disgusting level but with power-ups, or a simplistic level that doesn't have any. Oh, that's gross.
The only thing worse is if those guys were in water. And Sharchid will get the cloud for her troubles. We have Air Force now. That was another interesting hitbox on Raikou's side. Hitboxes are not playing nice today.
The hitboxes in this particular, not just in this seed, but throughout this whole match, the hitboxes have been giving our runners the business.
Looks like Sharchid's heading to the promised land, and that third fort is not required either. That's some good news. We have the World 1 airship on Sharchid's side. Now we get to find out once again what Wendy's been eating. Oh.
He got cornered on that one.
That was a nasty setup. Oh no, when she takes a hit.
Twice in a row that's happened.
And just two hitters. She went to Panera Bread this time.
Well, Panera Bread, side salad, either way.
Alright, and we're just a couple of seconds apart in this seed. What world do we have next, everyone? I'm gonna say 7.
1. I'm gonna stick to odds on this one. Neither wound up being World 5.
Oh, an elevator fort. 6F1. Unfortunately, Sharchid has no power-ups currently and is going to have to take the slow ride.
Now, you can run on the spikes if you have at least... Oh, no! Sharchid gets caught, but watch what Raikou's doing here. That mashing of the A button is because, well, at that point, Mario's height is pixel perfect between the platform and the block.
Oh, and looks like we're gonna get another bro.
Yep, first one of the tiebreaker.
And Sharchid's gonna go ahead and skip it. Okay. Paradox pipe. Oh,
Raikou wanted the fort.
Almost wonder, yeah. Let's see how that works out. Oh, okay. She'll be fine. Didn't play a level.
Yep, didn't have a level to lose, so that's a perfect spot to take a game over to get your lives back.
Oh, and Sharchid made the correct play there. Although I think that boss bass scared her right into that Koopa.
That's definitely a possibility, because seeing a boss bass charging at you, that'll scare just about anybody. And gulp! That's a boss bass meal, chat! Which has given Raikou the lead.
And Fanfare, which he may have taken intentionally. 3 lives, technically 4 lives left.
Raikou's already out of the world, while Sharchid's having all kinds of trouble with motorway this time around.
I don't blame her, this enemy set's a little wonky.
And she's trying to run underneath the Koopaling there, or rather the Para-Koopa. But, unfortunately, what's making that not possible is that there's a block up there that you break through to get to... Oh, that's a game over. You hate to see it. Raikou's out of the world.
Thankfully, she still doesn't have to play any more levels, but still unfortunate.
Yes, and I believe... Did Raikou just get a fire kill? I think he did.
I didn't see. Oh. And accidentally went into Paradox Pipe.
Chat confirming fire kill. And it is a 2-fort World 1, and one of those forts is hard required to build a bridge. Pretty sure World 1 fort is mixed in there somewhere.
And there we go, Sharchid. A little damage boost through, and she's got it.
And she's out of there. Raikou playing the stage in between the two forts, which is the correct call to make in this scenario, so you can pivot more flexibly between the two. The stage is 3-5.
And that blooper seems to have alternative plans for Raikou right now.
Typically on a fire kill, to answer chat, the Koopa Kid retreats into his or her shell and flies away. But if hit with the 10th fireball at the same time as it's going to fire its wand, with the most recent update, which we did not see on Sharchid's side, the Koopa Kid goes crazy and just flies off the screen like usual. In vanilla, that's a softball. Cobra52 implemented a patch to help fix that soft block for the randomizer.
And Navy is the correct fort. And we get 1-6 beta.
Good timing on that star to get rid of that fire chomp. Oh no, but Raikou missed a jump and is taking a spill. Raikou's going to use a P-Wing here, which is actually going to showcase some parts of the level that you don't typically get to see otherwise. Okay, those cloud ledges, that looks really cool. I can't deny that. And he's through. Sharchid's almost through 3-5. Now we're in the quicksand level, which insta-killed that pile driver Goomba. Sharchid goes for the 5-up and gets it. So these lost levels, they are 9 levels that were still left over in the game's code that Fred Coughlin, our randomizer's creator, was able to implement and put into the randomizer as part of a shuffle that can rotate them out with regular levels. Midi Guy does bring up in chat that there was a match where that patch Macobra put together actually came into play in one of the matches. I won't say which match, but I was glad to see it working, as was everybody else.
Sharchid looks like she's making up a little bit of ground here. Heading through the 1-6 beta.
Yep, got through a clean first try, so that's a bit of time back right there. It's a World 7, so guess what, folks? With this particular seed, we're playing odds first, then evens. And that includes World 8, too.
Raikou's playing a little 3-pipe Monty. He does find the correct pipe, but he's got to find the fort to break that lock. Sharchid with some nice P-speed strats there to go meet up with Larry.
Larry's heavy.
Hitter. Raikou needing to use that.
Strat. Good use of those pause strats, too, I might add. Helps that those particular pipe munchers are on a global timer.
Yeah, warp whistles are not used in these tournaments. They can be set for a flag, but they'll never be used in one of these tournaments.
Tremendous call by Raikou to use a P-Wing here, because he used it on 7-2.
Completely take that boss faster out of the equation. Meanwhile, Sharchid's trying to find that correct fort. And RaikouRider has found 2 fort, or spike fort. Wow, that was a very good hitbox for Sharchid. I thought that muncher had her.
The game's been doing a lot of taking on the hitbox front lately, so it's nice to see the game give one back. Wow, Sharchid grabbed the star on the correct frame, and Boss Bass just bounces right off Mario on her side. Not just once, but twice.
Now we've discovered that 2 fort does not break the... Oh no, Sharchid.
We got a Boss Bass and 1-1 on Raikou's side. Oh no, Sharchid goes down.
And unfortunately, after all of this, Sharchid's gonna find out that that fort is not required. It's like on Raikou's side, 8 fort is gonna be the one that is required.
Yep, Dark Door Maze showing up in a required spot. I swear, this and 7F2 have an interesting habit of showing up in spots where they're absolutely required. I say it's because, I'm going to borrow a saying from fellow commentator LOZ Cards Fan 23 and say it's a case of the game knows. As RaikouRider employs a damage boost to get the 1 cycle on the P-switch, you love to see it.
Not necessarily. There's still a lot of game to go, and we still have the Great Equalizer to contend with. It's not over until it's over.
Absolutely.
And Sharchid's gonna find out the bad news right now. She's gonna have to go hunting for 8 Fort.
Raiko, in the meanwhile, is getting lost in the pipe maze. And with how convoluted this particular World 7 was, I'm not surprised.
Boy, Sharchid's stuck between a boss bass and a piranha plant, but she makes it through, and it's good. Meanwhile, RaikouRider just finishes up 3-1. And no music box, so we'll get to see Piranha Stage 2.
No Starman either, so we're not going to be able to just fly through the level. Oh, look, there's a boss bass. There's a hammer, and we've got 3 remaining worlds where those 3 hammers could very easily come into play.
And it's a 30-second jingle again.
And Raiko did miss the off-screen wand grab this time. Some of the rooms are easier to set up for said wand grab in that regard than others.
Alright, let me see some desert land. There we go.
Ooh, good call. And it looks like a hammer is going to come into play. And look at this. RaikouRider entering 7F1 with the correct power-up of having a tail. That's going to save a tremendous amount of time versus entering the level with any other power-up. And much more over none at all.
Oh, definitely. In the meantime, Sharchid's found her way to the Promised Land, and she'll be entering 3-1. And 7-4. Oh, 4-4. Get those confused sometimes.
Yeah, 4-4 is the one that has the Lakitu trying to hit you with spiny eggs from above. In fact, there's a second Lakitu higher up that spawned in after the first one was taken out that tried to pick Sharchid off. No dice for that Lakitu.
Raiko's through 7-4, which is a pleasant treat compared to Vanilla in the auto-scroller.
Yes, the auto-scroller for that is just... ugh. And now we get a French Vanilla stage, 2-4. And Raiko is taking the high road. A bit longer, but a lot safer.
Now, I think both runners do have at least one cloud. I still at least want to see a little appearance of Atlantis in one of these seeds.
Well, we see a P-Wing from a Hammer Bro. And Bowser's letter had another hammer. Sharchid's going to have to play 7F1 small. This is going to be a pretty significant time loss versus Raikou's playthrough of this level, where he already had a super lead. Morton was extra salty on this one, taking 4 hits to dispatch. So chat, it is either 4 or 6.
Let's go 6.
I'm gonna say 4.
It is 4.
Could be a potentially longer World 4 with no pipes leading directly to the end. So we're going to see a couple more levels than we usually see in World 4.
Now, are we going to see both World 4 ports together in World 4?
I could say this is 4F1 after all. It's the lock, and those other 2 pipes are useless, so you might as well charge. And sure enough, they pair up again. Oh no, Sharchid gets cut off by the spiky cheap. Game, that was a cheap death, and you know it.
You could say that again.
If I don't have to, otherwise Scat would probably be calling for my head for being a bit obnoxious with the puns.
Alright, Raikou makes use of his cloud right there. And dispatches the Chungus Bros to get himself a star.
Sharchid's out of 7-4, and Raikou gets a music box. Does not play the coin ship, instead plays 4-5 in almost its vanilla location. I say almost because typically that level is on the other action scene panel to the north. Almost a bird.
Alright, Sharchid's found her way into the airship. And Raikou will be finding his way into World 4 airship.
At the end of World 4. Rather at the end of Giant Land, so chat, you know what to do.
And a 4-hitter Iggy, no hitbox issues, and an off-screen wand grab.
Now that looks to be a perfect off-screen wand grab too. Plus, Raikou flying as high as he did, Iggy did have the moon shoes on, but was picked off. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Oh my. There's a fort nearby. Could this be a Jet 6?
Hey, we got 6F2, and Raiko has the correct equipment for the job. Alright, let's see if we're gonna have a Jet World 6 to offset that lengthy World 4. And we do.
So we might as well ask this right now, chat. How many bridges? I know we're not through the World 7 airship yet, but I figure now's as good a time as any to ask that.
Yeah, someone's gonna get through this airship eventually. I'm gonna stick with my 4 guess.
Lemmy being tough in this seat as well with 4 hits.
Ooh, uh-oh, Sharchid's getting chased here. There we go. Oh no, and she dies to the boom boom.
Raiko does get a fire flower though, and we've got 2 forts up front, and one of them is 7F2. Is it or is it not required? We don't know. It could, in this scenario, also be required because the actual fort could be behind 7F2. We just don't know that yet, be it here in the commentary booth or the runners themselves.
Slow and steady 7F2 for RaikouRider. Not a bad play.
We got ourselves a 4-2 with not... And Sharchid becomes a boss bass meal. Again.
Yeah, Boss Bass has been a glutton this seed.
It goes through 7F2. Now, there's one thing I do want to see. I want to see a giant piranha plant pop up, which we're not going to get. Because then you might see a giant Goomba swimming in the water, because the big sprites in Boss Bass have some rather weird interactions.
RaikouRider's got 5F1, aka Forgettable Fort.
Fun fort to speed run through, I might add. That strat is not guaranteed to run. Oh! Wow, that was a mean enemy placement.
1 lock so far, and this seed is indeed valid.
Yep, the strat with 3F2. Just keep mashing that A button and swimming, at least for that first room. This room, a little bit trickier with the introduction of stretch, because, oh no, Sharchid gets bit in the
nipper.
Foot. The nipper in the foot. Or, as we would call in Turtles in Time, my toe! My toe! Sharchid's just going to run right out of there. I don't blame her one bit, as now Raiko finds himself in the Dark Maze. Is this the pipe?
It is,
is, but we need to build a bridge.
And it's looking like that corner that corner tank is the correct one, as it didn't flip-flop. Meanwhile, Raikou's gonna take on 1-5.
Nice, quick, and easy 1-5 for Raikou. Sharchid about to enter Iceland, and thankfully, it's going to be a fast one.
Yeah, that should be a relief for her after the unfortunate lead she's been having so far.
Raikou got a little hasty there in 5-6. Because without a tail, you need to wait a bit for the parrot Buzzy to be in a position to where you can jump on it. Otherwise it is a 1 pixel window to make that jump, and if you miss it, you're taking a fall.
Oh no, and Sharchid takes a fall herself.
We find 3-3, Boss Bass isn't home. Sharchid gets the news, and she's on her way to the airship. And I do believe we found our gatekeeper, 5F2, Skyfort. It's not over yet, folks. A lot of things can happen. In fact, the first year of Challenge Cup, I believe, was 2020. Someone can correct me on that. I had a match with JetAb where we were both stuck on Bowser's Castle for a good 10 minutes due to an absolutely disgusting gauntlet fireball pattern that you would not see today, due to how this randomizer has been updated since. And Raikou is on the home stretch, heading to Bowser's Castle, heading to claim 3rd the year after winning the Challenge Cup. Let's see how it goes. Sharchid not bothering with the forts up front. In her position, I can't blame her, because she has to be feeling behind here, but it looks like she needs to play at least 1 fort here. She's already found one of the pipes to the Bowser's area. Now it's 35 fireballs for Raikou, who's going about it a different way than what speedrunners do.
I don't believe I've seen this this fight before done this way. He's got it.
Tonight,
He's out.
RaikouRider is gonna be dining on some Koopa soup. Get your GGs in chat for RaikouRider, who is gonna finish. He's not only gonna finish first place here, but take the series 2-1 with an official racetime.gg time of 38 minutes 35 seconds.
And also get your support out for Sharchid as she finishes up this World 8.
Sharchid is going through 3F2. We welcome in to the broadcast booth the winner of the set and third place in this year's Challenge Cup, RaikouRider. GG, Raiko. Wow, what a ride.
Congratulations.
And congratulations. Last year, you win the whole thing against, gee, I wonder who. And this year, you make it all the way through to the semifinals and win the third place series. And you said that this was your first Game 3 in this entire Challenge Cup run. What was going through your mind?
I was just so tilted after Game 2 that I just had to calm down and play, and I calmed down and played. I really don't think I made too many mistakes in that Game 3.
Yeah, your Game 3 was arguably your best game of the entire set, without question.
But that I think what set the pace for me being so tilted was how just weird that first seed was. There were so many just really weird maps in that seed. And the whole World 8 in that seed, when you had 4 locks accounted for super fast, but it was a really difficult 8 to navigate.
Yeah, that 8 was truly disgusting. One of the grossest 8s that I have seen, and ranks up there with one of the grossest shapes dungeons of Zelda 1 Rando.
That felt like I was playing a Shapes dungeon. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, which, to give chat context, RaikouRider also plays Zelda 1 Rando, as do I from time to time.
Yeah, that's got a lot more of a learning curve than this game, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, for sure, no doubt about it.
But those first 2 seeds were pretty difficult. The third seed felt like it was average difficulty. I didn't think it was easy, but it wasn't terribly hard either. It was a little item starved, but not too bad. Oh, and you know what else? How about those 8 hammers in Hammers Don't Break Locks? Where were those in Game 2? That would have made it way faster.
Yeah, I hear you there all the way. It figures the hammers show up when you don't need all those hammers to show up. Then when oh, that's another yummy input for Sharchid. You hate to see it.
Well, I was very fortunate that I didn't have any dropped inputs. I think I only got hitboxed once by a Koopaling, too. Oh, I tell you what, where was this in my game, in my set against, Where was this in my last set? Against Gepezu, yeah, because I just didn't have it in that set, but I had it in this one.
Sometimes these games be like that.
And at this point, I'm kind of just used to being at the top of Challenge Cup, because it really feels like there's a big, I don't know about you, but it really feels like there's a huge gap between the main bracket and Challenge Cup in terms of, like, competition. I don't know if you got that feeling being in main bracket this year.
I feel like the upper echelon is on a different level, and then you get towards the lower end of Challenge Cup. No, the lower end of the main bracket, the higher seats. and the upper part of Challenge Cup, that cluster of runners right there is extremely close in skill. That's just how I've seen it between last year and this. Also, chat Sharchid did call it a night and opted to forfeit Game 3. Get your GGs in chat for Sharchid, who now joins us in the commentary booth. GG Sharchid. Those hitboxes were giving you all kinds of trouble tonight. I felt the pain.
I wouldn't say it was the hitboxes the issue. I gotta admit that after that race number 2, with me being reluctant to use the hammer play in that World 2 layout, that actually got into my head a lot. So I wasn't like feeling well like afterwards, but I tried to keep up and try to just keep playing the seed, because you gotta just keep swimming. But at certain point in this third game, I swear I just couldn't wait until Raikou was finished, because I was already into like that defeat mentality, and that got into me like a lot. So yeah.
I mean, that'll do. This is, especially after that first seed. I don't know about you. I was discussing this with Leslie before you came in. That first seed is the weirdest seed I have ever played. Not the hardest seed, but it was the weirdest seed.
To be fair, it wasn't like the first time I got a seed like really scramble and really annoying like that. Like that's what I normally get when I played like turning brackets. So yeah, I pretty much I was kind of ready for that type of seed, and when I saw that the second one was hammers breaking logs, I was like, oh, this is going to be this shouldn't be like that long, but I made it unnecessarily longer, and I did a huge mistake. You're going to cringe out of it, but
No.
trust me, after that mistake, I was like into a defeat mentality like the whole game 3. So I wanted to recover myself from my own intrusive thoughts, but this is like the result. I was playing tilted the whole time. I was playing pretty much like I wasn't thinking properly in some of the calls, and yeah, at certain point I was like, I just want this to be over. And I really apologize, considering that I'm never being like this, like on any races that I have done, like everything, but this time just got into me, and I'm truly deeply sorry if I disappointed you guys with my attitude, I guess, or with my gameplay. So I just want to ask for a huge apology to everybody for that.
Sharchid, that's not needed. You should be very proud of your finish. Even in Challenge Cup, the competition is so tough. Just Jepezu brought this together, and you have come so far. Sharchid, I remember, I think it might have been last year or the year before, we did commentary together for the first time when you were just learning how to play SMB3R. We spent a lot of time together with me trying to show you the ropes, and look where we are, facing each other in the bronze match of the Challenge Cup. You should be proud of how far you've come, and I would be scared to face you again, especially after that first game. That first game, losing the first game made me so tilted for about the first half of game 2, because I made so many awful mistakes in that first game. And with the race being as close as it was,
I won't imagine that it was an under reverse card situation, but again, like I said, it's not that I'm mad about like whatever happened like throughout like the Challenge Cup, because to be my first tournament and to make it to this far, I'm instantly proud of myself because of that. But the thing is that when I made that huge mistake in the game number 2, that got into my head like a lot. And to add insult to the injury, like this game 3 had lots of hammers as well, so I was like constantly checking like the inventory with the full of hammers, and that just got into me. And that was like really unlikely for me to show like myself like this, because I try to be always like a good sport and everything, and to do a forfeit, like for any like match or anything, it's so unlikely from me. So that's why I'm totally apologizing to everybody, because normally if I get to lose, if I see like that my opponent is at first place, I at least try to finish the scene. This time I just couldn't, and that's why I'm kind of apologizing for.
Like I said, you don't need to do that. SpeedGaming in this match, they got their money's worth.
Yeah, I can imagine,
They
right?
really did. Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
I mean,
I've had nights like that too, where I just get in my own head tilted and it just goes sideways. And it's not just with Mario 3 rando, other randos too. It could happen to anyone. Seriously.
yeah, I know, I understand that, but I feel I'm kind of cringe when it comes to this, because seriously, I just try to play my best, and like in that second seed, that like hammer breaking locks type of lag set is going to be haunting me like you have no idea. Like I can feel that coming right now. Like I'm not going to be playing like another set like that like for god knows how long, because I did a huge mistake, and that got into me like the whole game 3. So you can notice also like in that game 3 that I try to play as well as I can do. Sometimes I play a little bit of aggressive on some levels because like the B-speed strats that I know, but sometimes that didn't work out, and if I played safe, that didn't work out either. So I was starting to just lose it, and some of the levels with those like horrible enemy sets, like for an example that 1-3 with the nippers at the end, like what was that? Like I wanted the item, but 3 nippers and one of them being a fire nipper. I was like, no way, like just get me out of here.
Oh, I think I ran into a problematic enemy set trying to go for the item in 1-3 in one of the seeds as well, and I just gave up on it. Another thing that I was I almost got upset about is how we didn't run into elevator for it until game 3.
To be fair, in that like elevator fort, yeah, that I got waffled like the first way through it, and then I was like, yep, I have to equip my payload because I had 0 lives, and because I had 1 star in my cards, I was like kind of gambling on not taking the early game over, but actually trying to make it as far like throughout the world is, so I could have like that 5-star fanfare, but that backfired me as well. So I was like, I mean, it was like mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and I was like, I was done. Like I knew it. I just knew it.
We have those nights. I'm just, in a way, I really hope that mistake that you made in game 2 didn't change the outcome of the match, because that's so tough.
I mean, trust me, it was. It was like to that degree it was, and I can imagine that even like my routing decisions, like in the latter half. I mean, yeah, like after that World 2 layout, I was like, I can't believe this. I lost the gamble of my life. I lost the tournament right here, right now. So that was it. Like for me, that was it. Like that, my breaking point. I gotta say.
Rando's a tough game. It's so easy for Rando to get in your head, and you can have a plan going in, but adaptability and just being able to recover from a mistake that's out of your control, a quote-unquote mistake that ultimately is out of your control. It's something that you have to learn to be able to deal with, especially if you play randomizers that are more intricate than SMB3R. I have a lot of
I
experience
imagine
playing.
that. Go
I have
ahead,
a lot of
sorry.
Good.
No, I was going to tell you, like, I can imagine that many other randomizers have like the little like you know this and that type of situation that like those mistakes also ended up like adding up and yeah, like I can imagine, yeah.
But good set. I'm looking forward to watching this back. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch it back tonight. Not all of it, anyway. But great set. That first race was super close.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching back like that first seed because yeah, I'm kind of curious about, because yeah, it ended up like really really close, but the rest of it, I just know the outcome. I just know the outcome, and I just know like the stuff that I did, and sometimes I just feel like quite, I don't know, like I give myself like a hard time when I get to see like the major mistakes that I did. So yeah, I just hope actually that everybody, despite like my the way that I was playing tonight, had a great time, by watching like this match. And thanks also, to Frantic, to Leslie for providing commentary. And again, I'm really really happy that I got to get like to this bronze match with the person that I started, like when I got involved into the Challenge Cup, like for the random tourney. It was, yeah, like I did the semifinals like comes with you, so that's like the amazing part out of it.
It is. This has come full circle. And again, you should be very proud of the performance you had. I never thought that we would see each other on this side of the booth this quickly.
Oh yeah,
No one,
definitely.
no one in this tournament can sleep on you.
Yeah, I won't imagine that.
Well, I think that's about all I have to say, and I am looking forward to either next year's tournament or the SG Live tournament, because I think there's going to be a tournament for SG Live.
Well, hopefully that's the case.
That's my understanding of it anyway. But yeah, one thing's for sure, Sharchid, when the weeklies start up again, and if you come back around for those, I know you're going to be a very good opponent for all of us.
Oh my god, I'm kind of flattered that you say that, because in the weeklies you get to see like also like really really good runners like yourself, of course, and Raikou as well. Like, I'm not sure if Frantic does SM3R. I mean, I am not sure at all, but if he doesn't, he should come to the dark side, and but
Yeah, I haven't played in a tournament yet. I've just been playing offline.
oh well, but you're, I mean, I highly suggest you to come over here, because definitely being part of the SMB3R like community, it's been really really great for me. Like, I remember like the first time I got to see one of the weeklies, I was like, oh my goodness, this is something that it happens, like, and I was so, I don't know, like it just grew into me, like you guys have no idea. So thanks again for everything, and I know that again, like I'm deeply sorry for the execution in this game 3. I know that it wasn't probably like what guys actually expected, but certainly like the next tournament, if it happens, like online for SG Live, like I'm not sure about it, but if that's the case, I'm definitely down for it, so watch out.
Well, for me, a lot of SG Live is going to depend on whether I can get that time off work, because unfortunately, I'm just not comfortable going to the in-person event yet.
Yeah, which is understandable, and I'm also in that same mindset as well.
But just what a set. Thanks for covering. Unfortunately, I do need to bounce, so I'll see you for the next tournament.
Congratulations,
GG,
Raikou.
Thanks.
Yeah, GG, Raikou.
Sharchid, keep your head up. You're turning into a force to be reckoned with.
Well, I I have my doubts, but again, all that I gotta say, like after this experience, it's to just like the lesson learned out of this experience. It's to control better my nerves because when I entered to the semifinals against Craig, I was like, yeah, I was kind of nervous about that, and it showed like the whole the whole match. So I mean, like the first two rounds, it's okay. It's everything like yeah, like a walk in a park. Like everything is color pink. But when it comes to when you hit reality and you're facing like the latter part of the tournament, that you're into semifinals, into finals, I don't know, like into bronze match, like everything kicks in at once. So I have to best learn how to handle that. But again, guys, thank you so much for doing the commentary, and yeah, like whenever the weeklies start, I'll be down for them, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.
Absolutely. GG's, Sharkid. To be fair, those same nerves you described, they've gotten just about every single runner before in some form or fashion.
Absolutely.
Myself included, I will fully admit.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So with that, feel free to give both of our runners a follow. They put on one heck of a show tonight between both Sharchid and RaikouRider. Also, feel free to drop myself or Frantic a follow if you feel so inclined. I play randomizers as well, although admittedly, it's been a bit hot this summer. So I'm trying to keep it to when things are cooled a bit, like towards the nighttime. But that's enough out of me on that regard. Any final thoughts, Frantic?
No, it was a fantastic race. And like I said, Sharkid, keep practicing. And tune in next time.
Have a good one, everybody, and remember, just keep swimming.
Yep. Keep swimming indeed. And with that, I think we're going to call it here. Frantic, this was fun. And what's left for the tournament, we have the finals for the Challenge Cup. And on the main side of the tournament, we have a semifinal to decide who faces Teaks88 in the finals. So there's still Mario 3 randomizer action to look forward to, as well as all sorts of other action on the SpeedGaming family of networks. But with that, it's late. It's time to call it. So for my co-com, Frantic32, our two runners, RaikouRider, Sharkid. Everyone behind the scenes at SpeedGaming, I'm Leslie Pro. Till next time, stay kind, stay hydrated, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. So long, everybody.
Night, everyone.